our buddies and we like to play games in the new Bear Buddies.
Hey, welcome back to Bear Buddies. Pete's gonna do this. We're gonna quickly finish Pete's magic level of evilness, and we'll so you guys can see the ending. Here we go. Yo. Let's talk about porn.
Pizza.
Look
at this, Pete's.
Wow.
Pete's Pro.
Here we go.
How much practice have you had at this, Pete?
I must have played this like a million times. He says as he dies.
You still got. Further than I did.
But I guess genuinely, like the number of times that I played this level is a huge number because I've just religiously tested it.
Yeah.
And there were so many things with this level where I like tried stuff and then things seemed to work, and then I try something slightly different or to improve it or whatever, and then that would break something else, and then I find another exploit, and it'd be like an endless cycle of fixing bugs, essentially, and working with limitations of Mario Maker. So you know that the room with the 3 pipes in.
Yeah.
So there's a thing that delivers mushrooms. That's the one.
Yeah.
With a spike underneath. So the reason for that is that in fact, I'll show you now. I needed players, or I wanted players to be able to not be able to get into this section with any power-ups.
Just with a baby.
And if you use a P block, it's possible to skid underneath these sections here. So I underneath the underneath the block. So I put a thing in a treadmill, but if you, it's possible to skid under a thing if you don't have a P block, whatever. But if you put a treadmill, that stops you skidding, except that you can also stop treadmills with P blocks.
Okay.
So in a stopper to stop you getting through to the next bit. And there's so with this bit, you see that shell?
Yeah.
So you got to get the shell before the thwomp gets you, essentially, and then get up here, get the fucking thing.
Boom.
But it's not over yet.
Oh no, you got to.
This guy to contend with.
This guy.
There we go. Cool. It's all right. But so when my mate did oh shit, no, go up. Gotta get that checkpoint. When my mate Andy did this one, he got through the whole thing, and then died at that moment.
Oh right.
Getting back from there. Anyway, here we go. The last one, the last lemon.
It was a beautiful sunny morning in Animal Crossing. We start at the mayor's office, where the mayor and his secretary Isabelle really took in the beautiful clear blue sky through the windows, but they didn't let it distract them from the work that needed to be done. "Gosh, Mayor, it sure is a lovely day outside, isn't it?" Isabelle said in delight. "Yes, Isabelle, it certainly is. Maybe we could enjoy the day when we're done with our work," Mayor said. "Wow, really? I was planning on riding my bike today," Isabelle said. "Well, you can ride your bike after you finish your work for the day," Mayor said. With that, Isabelle and the mayor got straight to work, filling out papers and whatnot. Lucky for Isabelle, she had to go outside during her shift to follow the mayor around to take notes. So, when they went outside, the mayor suggested putting a garden next to the town hall. And a fountain in the centre of the place. Next, they went to pay their bills to Tom Nook. "Thank you very much for your patronage. My, oh my, it is quite a day outside today," Tom said, adoring the bright, sunny, cloudless sky this morning. "Yeah, I can't believe it either. So much to do, with so little time," Isabelle said. "Indeed, but I'm sure it'll be worth the wait when your shift is over, Isabelle," Tom said. After that, Isabelle and the mayor went to check on a couple of homes that were in need of some services. I'm just reading ahead of this. Just bear with.
That's all right. That's
just
okay.
Bear with.
Doop doop boop boop boop.
Right, so they're all doing their work. We'll skip this next bit because it's all just story building. Meanwhile, the mayor was lying back. They've done their work now. Meanwhile, the mayor was lying back in an easy chair on the back porch of his house, enjoying a nice big cup of lemonade. Suddenly, very funny. Suddenly, he hears the sound of a bicycle bell ringing in his ear. He looks to his left and sees who else but Isabelle speeding past his porch at 69 miles over the speed limit. "Hi, Mayor!" Isabelle calls out. "Hey, Isabelle! Nice ride!" the mayor calls back. Then he notices, "Oh, you did it."
I did it, man. Yeah, pause the story for a moment. Let's find out what's through the door. Oh my god, you guys. Holy shit.
It's the Bear Buddies theme!
I don't know why I didn't do the because that's definitely in there, unless it's just really quiet. Who knows? Maybe it did it for you. Who knows? Anyway, we've got 4 minutes, okay? I'm going to quickly show you the alternative way to first clear, and it was me. I'm going to quickly show you the alternative way of completing this while Tom is doing... Tom is reading the rest of this fanfiction. Here we go. What's the rest of the fanfic?
I'm just trying to get to the good stuff.
Juicy bit. Juicy bit. So good. So you see that all this stuff that's all this random shit. So essentially, you know the Yoshi that we didn't do anything with.
Yes.
So you can bring the Yoshi back here.
No way.
To complete this level a different way. And there's lots of different. It's more of like a fetch questy kind of puzzly bit.
So Isabelle rode her bike off a cliff. Skip a little bit further forward.
Okay. Whoa.
Isabelle decided to let out her thoughts of Crystal before giving her a urine sample. So Isabelle closed her eyes and grabbed her dick with one hand.
Isabelle grabbed her dick?
Yep, and held the urine sample cup with the other, and she began stroking her penis while thinking about sexual fantasies of Crystal walking towards Isabelle while slowly stripping her scrubs off and getting naked and cooing at her like a slut.
Who's Crystal?
I think she's the nurse.
Okay.
Isabelle moaned from this thought, but tried to be as quiet as possible, as not to raise any suspicion. "Oh, Crystal," Isabelle whispered to herself, "why has it taken me this long to affect your gorgeous body? Your slim, bare body."
To affect it.
Bear spelt like the animal, because she's a bear,
okay.
I guess. Isabelle continued to softly moan and groan, while whispering her dirty thoughts about Crystal. A few minutes later, Isabelle felt like she was about to come in a matter of seconds, so she stroked her penis as fast as she could and whispered something to herself to finish the job. "Let me come all over that body, that gorgeous body you love to show off," she whispered, and then Isabelle's penis started to shoot several spurts of cum in the air and into the toilet as she uncontrollably breathed heavily.
Oh, no.
After regaining her thought process, Isabelle stood in the front of the toilet
After
for a
regaining
minute
her
to catch
thought
her breath
process.
and then aimed her penis into the sample cup. So that was all in her head, I guess.
Sure. Who knows?
Crystal leaned her right ear to Isabelle's lips, and Isabelle whispered in Crystal's ear, "I think you're really hot. You made me horny ever since I met you 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
You look so sexy in your scrubs, and your voice gives me a raging boner.
Holy shit.
I love so much, in fact, that I just want to have sex with you as soon as possible," Isabelle whispered. She was blushing rather brightly after whispering all those vulgar, explicit details into Crystal's ear. "Well, why didn't you say so, Isabelle?" Crystal asked. "I was afraid you might be mad at me and call me a sick fuck or some shit like that."
Sick fuck!
Isabelle's still a little nervous. Wrong fanfic, Isabelle. A random male voice whispered to Isabelle from stage left. "Why would I be mad at you for that?" Crystal asked. "Why would I be mad at you for that?" Crystal asked. "I have something I should have told you too, Isabelle," she said. Isabelle put her ear to Crystal's muzzle and listened. "This is my first job. My actual first job prior to being a nurse was being a porn star," Crystal whispered in Isabelle's right ear, slightly blushing afterwards. "I didn't know that," Isabelle said in slight shock. "Well, now you know, I guess," Crystal said, putting one paw behind the back of her head. "It's okay, Crystal," Isabelle said. She looked at the clock that was hanging on the right wall of her room. The clock read 7 a.m.
Oh my god. 7 a.m.
Just like the body check from yesterday, Crystal squeezed the bulge in Isabel's skirt. This time she took an extra step further. Crystal pulled down Isabel's skirt, revealing her white as snow panties, and the source of the bulge laid right underneath the layer of fabric. Crystal slowly guided Isabel's panties downward, and Isabel's penis whipped right out, all 5 inches of it. Crystal's dark brown eyes glistened in amazement at the size of the futter pup's private part.
Futter pup.
I don't know. Oh, Isabelle, it's so big, Crystal said, sexually aroused.
Oh, I guess if she's quite small, maybe 5 inches is quite big.
Yeah. Crystal grabbed Isabel's cock with one paw and slowly moved the downwards into her pink pants. She started to stroke her cock. Isabelle groaned as Crystal's soft brown furry paws rubbed her down there. Oh, Crystal, your paws are so soft, they feel great, she said. Crystal couldn't take her eyes off Isabel's cock even for a second. While she was stroking it, Crystal was rubbing her clit inside her pants. Oh, Isabelle, your penis is so big and hard, it's making me paw my bare clit, Crystal moaned. Then she put the tip in her mouth. Then she put the tip in her mouth. This made Isabelle groan some more, knowing that the bear, in brackets, a female Scrubs bear, mind you, was giving her a hand job was one thing, but a female Scrubs bear giving her a blowjob seemed like a whole new experience to her, and that was only just the beginning of it all. Isabelle continued to groan as Crystal swelled her tongue around the tip, then went deeper as she progressed. Isabelle couldn't help but thrust her hips a little bit, making her groan louder. While Crystal was rubbing her paw against her clit inside her pants, she was thinking about the time Isabelle wanted her to walk to the bathroom with her. Oh yes, so hot, so big, Crystal thought. Isabelle suddenly felt pressure start to build up inside her cock. Oh, Crystal, I'm gonna come, Isabelle groaned. Then she released her seed into Crystal's mouth. Crystal was struggling just to swallow.
What a sexy way of putting it.
Crystal was struggling just to swallow all that white, warm, sticky, salty cum, but she had no choice but to pull away for a second as some of it was oozing out of her mouth. Some of it even got on her pink scrubs. Isabelle was panting while Crystal wiped off the cum that got on her scrubs and licked the remains on her right paw. Now it was Crystal's turn. Crystal got into the hospital bed and lay down on her back. Then she pulled down her pink pants and panties, exposing her bare clit to Isabelle. Hey Isabelle, why don't you come over here and lick me, she teased. Isabelle got on her knees and started to lick Crystal's pussy. She was surprised to see how wet Crystal was and even heard her let out a low moan, meaning she liked it. So without stopping, Isabelle kept on licking Crystal's folds. Oh, Isabelle. Oh, Isabelle, don't stop. It feels so good, Crystal moaned. Isabelle did as she was told and didn't stop no matter what. Oh, Isabelle, I'm coming.
Oh, Isabelle.
Crystal moaned as she sprayed Isabelle in the face with her juices. Isabelle put Crystal's legs down. Crystal laid on the end of Isabelle's hospital bed panting. After about a minute, they both caught their breath, but it wasn't over yet. Crystal got on her hands and knees with her pink pants still around her ankles and her pink scrubs still on. She placed her big, round, brown, furry, bare ass against Isabelle's penis.
Bare ass!
You want to stick it in? Crystal said with a slight croak in her sexy female voice. Yes, Isabelle groaned. Then stick it, Crystal said.
Stick it!
There's something so funny to me about reading this in just a real monotone voice.
Oh, sure.
Isabelle grabbed the female scrub's bare hips to make sure they were perfectly aligned with hers, then proceeded to gently push her cock into the bear's ass. Crystal was in discomfort and whimpered a bit at first, as if her sexy female voice wasn't enough to arouse Isabelle. Now the sound of Crystal's whimpering made pre-cum leak out of Isabelle's cock. Isabelle moved her hips back and forth slowly at first, but picked up speed minute by minute. Crystal enjoyed the sensation of having Isabelle's penis in her butt. Crystal's butt was practically jiggling by the time Isabelle started to feel another ejaculation slowly arise. Jiggling. Fortunately, Crystal stopped her before it was too late. Isabelle, wait, she called out, and Isabelle stopped dead in her tracks. Pull out for a second, Crystal asked, and Isabelle did just that. Crystal got on her knees in the hospital bed. I thought, since this your last day, I would make our time together extra special.
Oh. What does that
Crystal
mean?
said in all honesty. Isabelle had no idea how Crystal could possibly make her time any more special. What do you mean by that? Isabelle asked rather curiously. Crystal then pulled her pink pants off completely, took the pink footwear off her feet. Then Crystal crossed her arms and reached for the bottom of the shirt piece of her scrubs uniform and lifted it up over her head and shoulders, also throwing her stethoscope and name tag in the process. The only articles of clothing Crystal had were the pink bow on her ear, She reached for the knot on the back of it and undid it, and
shit.
finally let the bra drop
Where did I
down
end?
in front
Sorry.
of her knees, revealing her big brown bear breasts.
Big brown bear breast. Excellent. Bear buddies. Anyway. So if you do the secret way, then you get a mush and you can go up the other door.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Woo! There we go. Wasn't that exciting? Anyway, for more bear clitoris and bear cock action, why don't you join in next time and we'll got a new world record. Yay. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a like.
Hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, cheers. I hope you guys had fun listening to Animal Crossing fan fiction. We sure did. See you guys later. Bye.
I mean, I don't want to get you pregnant or anything, Isabelle said hesitantly. Nah, it's no big deal. I have 2 cubs at home, Crystal said.